As I was going up from town, I met the grain trains rolling down. Every day 100 trains, every train 100 cars, every car 100 tons, every ton 100 sacks, every sack 10,000 grains. And that's what cities get from trains. Some politicians lacking brains said in voices dripping sweet, we don't really need these trains, railroads all are obsolete. They're union strong, it makes demands. They guard their yards with railroad dicks who kick our cops clean off their lands and do not like our politics. As I was going up from town, I met the grain trains rolling down. Every day 100 trains, every train 100 cars, every car 100 tons, every ton 100 sacks, every sack 10,000 grains. And that's what cities get from trains. So the politicians passed some laws to screw more money off the trains and deeper dip their pudgy paws in more control of railroad gains. The railroad said, get off our land. They went on strike to show their peak. The grain train stopped their rolling and the city starved within a week. As I was going up from town, I met the grain trains rolling down. Every day 100 trains, every train 100 cars, every car 100 tons, every ton 100 sacks, every sack 10,000 grains. And that's what cities get from trains. Hunger riots burned and rose and battered down the state house door, and all those fat politicos were killed and eaten by the poor. And with the city out of joint and no more politician men, the railroad said they'd prove their point and sent the grain trains down again. As I was going up from town, I met the grain trains rolling down. Every day 100 trains, every train 100 cars, every car 100 tons, every ton 100 sacks, every sack 10,000 grains. And that's what cities get from trains.
Good morning, Minecraft. How you doing? Wandering Beekeeper here. Leslie Fish with us to remind us that every day is a good day to seize the means of production. We are here. We are playing Minecraft. Let us go play Minecraft. Real quick note, shoehorned in. This is episode 29. Next week's episode 30, and I feel like I ought to do something for episode 30. I'm just not quite sure what, and I never am. These streams are 3/4 improvisation. Alright, we are at Maru 56. We are taking one more swag at this planet. I remembered to run the terraforming overnight this time. Thank you very much. And we have got the pressure up over 2.0, and I don't think this is going to go anywhere. I think our problem here is that I started with a very hot planet, and we can't... Terraforming isn't going to cool it down. It's too close to the sun. It's got lava seas. There's a limit to what we can do here. You know, you can only shift things over so far from where they started. And as we can see on the mini map, and from the orange sky, that while the atmosphere has gotten a good deal thicker, look at the haze. I mean, seriously, you look at the haze that's going on here. It's got a thick atmosphere, but we're just not. Yeah, we made it all the way up to 2.1. I ran it overnight and made it up to 2.1, and I've got big solid clouds, and I've got atmospheric haze, and I've got a very hot and breathable still no. This planet is never going to have a breathable atmosphere. We have crossed two thresholds. It's just not going to happen. I started with a planet that was simply not going to work out. Lessons learned. You can only shift things over so far. Even Star Trek level technology is not magic. Clark's Law says that any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. There we go, waiting for the burn to finish. Good morning, Willow-Mist. Big solid clouds sounds ominous. It would if it would rain. Haven't got rain. Haven't got a breathable atmosphere. Clark was correct to a point. His point was that once technology is advanced to a certain level, to the average person, you might as well say, I waved my wand and said abracadabra. It's going to make as much sense. There's a level of understandability and a level of being able to relate to the tech. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cough this morning. But there is also the fact that with magic you can do shit that you just cannot do with technology. And turning this planet habitable is going to take a wizard, not a starship. So, what I'm going to do, this was just a check on this to see if this was going to work. It's not. What I'm probably going to do is find another planet that has that is not so intemperate, shall we say, something that is within the temperature range. Gotta find a planet that's in the Goldilocks zone. Yes, NASA actually calls it that. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's just right. It's the Goldilocks zone. Gotta find a planet in the Goldilocks zone and start from there. I think if I do, it's going to be a long-term thing. I will probably build a new ship in order to do it. I've been talking about ship design. I've learned a lot from traveling in the skink, and I'd like to try taking a swag at building something that's actually survivable. This thing has got all sorts of issues. There is a phrase in Hindi that eludes me that translates as, it rattles a bit. um, like an old car. Using that phrase about something means it's janky. Slang phrase I picked up a while back, and now I can't remember the actual Hindi, and it's bugging me. I'm gonna have to look it up again. All right, we are going to try and take a run at Pixelmon here. The serializer error got fixed, and we should not have a problem with logon. The issue is going to be memory usage. I do not dare turn on the shaders while I am in this world, which is a shame because looks just freaking awesome. Shaders on. My base is all lit with phosphorescence and bioluminescence. I've got glowing mushrooms and a couple of big trees with glowing foliage from an enchanted forest. If I can get into it, it's a Pokemon thing. It's a Pixelmon server, and I have gone full Linnaeus. It's got Pam's Harvest Crafts. Satan help us all. I have built a kitchen that is Star Trek level technology, although it doesn't look like it at first. There is a full on manual kitchen. Mind you, the pantry is a Tom Simple storage console on the wall. Oh, bugger. Just enough items encountered an error during the complete event phase. We will need to try relaunching that client. This is part of the fun part of playing modded Minecraft. Playing modded Minecraft means being a shade tree mechanic and spending time under the hood of your Mojang account and your instances and ooh, Microsoft is being pokey this morning. Like really pokey with the auth servers. Wow. Ooh, that's not good. I hope we're still launching. Yes, we are. Okay. Wow, are we being pokey with the auth servers? All right, there we go. But yeah, there's a lot of getting under the hood of each instance and dinking around with the mods and the settings and getting it to all work. That's modded. The folks who run the servers for modded Minecraft and things like Pixelmon. Oh my gosh, these people are doing it as a labor of love, folks. They are doing this because they love the game so much that they are willing to spend hours every day fucking around with the code and the config and the server settings and trying to keep all the plates spinning. So, big shout out to all the server admins, just all of them, because, without them, none of this would happen. Um, Being a mod player is a lesser thing as far as effort, but it's still a lot of getting under the hood and doing shit. And I am okay. Hold your horses, be patient. If it takes a long time, that's actually a good thing. There's also the fact that I'm streaming and I'm straining my bandwidth a bit. Give it time. I have dancing Pokemon. You could see dancing Pokemon. Let us move that to this screen. We are joining the world. Whoops. Since we're joining the world, you're not going to be seeing... Oh, sorry, I was a little slow and you missed the dancing Pokemon. You'll see something in the very near future. We'll see what it is. Watching my heat right now. The tachometer has some space, knock wood. St. Vitigon, protect us from Murphy. Loading terrain, loading terrain, loading terrain. This is gonna take a minute. Okay, here we go, and welcome to Girasolio. This is my primary base on the Pixelmon server. This is the Community Games Pixelmon server. No, I'm not going to go chase the shiny right now. I'm going to do a couple of maintenance things here and just have a pan around, make sure that everything's working. Okay, world is loaded in. So, yeah, looks a little like Santa's workshop in here, doesn't it? With all these workbenches with all the fun stuff on them. That's a glass blower's workbench, as you can see up at the top. Mechanists, carpenter's table over here. That's a modification table. That's for chisels and bits. Mason's table over here. I've gotten into the chipped mod. Been doing some stuff with chipped, which opens up a whole new world. I have gotten so much deeper into the aesthetics in this game world and into decor. Storage drawers. My first time using them. I'm using them mainly to hold various types of stone. Most of my stuff is in the AE2, which, it's an ME system. It's an AE2 ME system. I do all my main crafting here. So this is all crafting components and stuff. Things that make things... Stuff that is made and is end stage. Oh, shush, Glammeow. I hate the voice on that thing. It sounds so creepy. Tom's Simple Storage has been nerfed on this server. You can't build a crafting terminal because Tom's crafting terminals cause server lag. This is a storage terminal, but all my Pixelmon stuff, all my TMs, all my held items, experience candy, extra Pokeballs, and stuff like enchanted books that are one-off items, non-stackable items, has all gone into the Tom Simple storage wall. This entire wall of barrels is one big storage network, and all controlled from this one console. Excuse me. Keeping the non-stackable items in the Toms reduces server lag and server load. Putting too many non-stackable items in your AE2 causes problems and gets you grouched at by the admin. Don't make the admin sad. Just don't make them sad. Lot of stuff going on here. Of course, here is a Pokemon PC. We've all seen this interface before for many, many years. My current working team, I have a Heliolisk. I have a Ceruledge. And Baxcalibur here. A Skuntank who I have named Murphy because you must acknowledge Murphy. I have a shrine to Saint Viticon out in front. You'll see it shortly, assuming we hold. Oh, shush. Murphy, well, he fouls up people's days, let me tell you. This Skuntank is a mean one. He's carrying flamethrower, sludge bomb, dark pulse, and shadow ball, and that is a mean combination. Bearing in mind, he gets type advantage on sludge bomb and on dark pulse because he's a poison / dark. And then I've got him holding. Let's see. I forget what he was holding. Murphy is holding a charcoal to boost the flamethrower. Oops. Let's go to summary. I'm currently training up a Dragapult. Oh, shush. I gotta get rid of that damn Glameow. I hate the voice he put on it. It sounds like, oh, server restarting in 10 minutes. Let's go look at some stuff real quick. These are botany pots, which have changed my game. Absolute game changer. These are fantastic. I love them. This one's an ultra pot. It's boosted all the way up with a nether star. Never thought I would have nether stars just sitting around like fucking Tony Stark. I got a couple of nether star tier ones. Out here, I have a shrine to Saint Viticon. Saint Viticon, hear our prayer in this hour of need. Saint Viticon, intercede for us and protect us from Murphy. Proper broadcast console with a coffee mug on the desk. The appropriate iconography all set up here. Oh, hush. That's the portal to Twilight Forest making the noise. Ignore it. Broadcast antenna set up. We have an aerial up. And let me tell you, I have gotten a little more serious about it. St. Viticon comes from the Christopher Stasheff Warlock novels and is the patron saint specifically of broadcasters and more broadly anyone who works in advanced technology. In the book, after Father Viticon died, and he died maintaining a broadcast that basically saved Catholicism from being legislated out of existence. It essentially saved the church. I have create going. My crusher wheels are not rolling for some reason. Why are my crusher wheels not rolling? Something's going on here. Coupe? Contact? My crusher wheels have stopped. Why are my crusher wheels not going? Something's not right here. Something's screwy going on here. Not real sure. We'll look into it later. It may be a bug. So yeah, Shrine to Saint Viticon. Lots of decorative lighting. I've been playing with the lighting and having all sorts of fun with Macaw's lighting. The Macaw's lighting mod has been way too much fun. This is also a 1.16.5 world, which means that there are glowstream bayous. Oh, shush. Where are you, Reddit? Where are you? You're over here. You're running away. Good. Which means that there's glowcane, which means I have glowcane blocks lighting up the place. I really wish my heat is slowly creeping up. I gotta watch it. Really wish I could show you this at night with shaders on. It's awesome, but it would kill my poor laptop. Over here, the Forge building with iron stairs. Thank you, Macaw's Bridges. in here the AE2 stuff where I did the initial build and where I still have my crystal grow and my chip maker small setup. I did not build anything massive. I did not go for mass production. I didn't need it. A lot of what I've tried to do on this server is to keep the build down to what I need rather than what the mod can do. Melter for Tinker's Construct, where I made my first alloys and created the castings that are now the molds. Oh yeah, the AE2 system is over here. I've got a cable run. It runs underground and actually comes up here behind the glow cane. It'll restart in 5 minutes. Let's get up to Tinker's Construct and at least be looking at it when we go kapop. The restart will only take a minute, and I should, knock wood, be able to log right back in. Tinker's Construct. I have some stuff going on here. This is the smeltery. This is where most of the work happens. It is where alloys are made. It is right now fueled with blazing blood, and is running very hot and is extremely dangerous. As something found out, that's the foundry, which right now has blood in it. Something fell in and got melted down. That foundry is running at 1500 C with demon blood in the fuel tank. Minecraft, a lot of the tech reaches into hell for parts and energy and such, and it seems appropriate at times, you know? I suspect that is the remains of a shiny that I was chasing the other night that I went out looking for. Did not find the shiny, but found found blood in the foundry. I haven't tapped it off yet. I do have a canister of blood already. That is a seared gauge, which I can use over here on the smeltery, but I can't use that on the foundry. That's going to take a scorched to put it in. Let's see if I have a scorched fuel tank. Here we go. Let's just pop it into here. Watching for the server restart. I know it's going to happen. Let's see. I've got a casting basin and a casting table both sunk into the ground here. I'm going to pop out the basin. And I'm going to pop in the fuel tank. And I'm going to run this and drop that squirt in there. And we'll pop that out carefully. Fuck. Come on, damn it. Come out of there. I'm putting the basin back in and force it out. Thank you. Don't want to get too close to that damn thing. It's really bloody dangerous. Will melt down a player character in a matter of seconds. There we go. But it makes stuff like this amethyst pickaxe, and the pickaxe does some truly awesome stuff. Right now it needs repair. I'm about to go take care of that. But yeah, it has got all sorts of powers and just rips through pretty much anything. Let's see, do I have an amethyst repair kit? No, that's Manulan ingots. No, I don't have a repair kit made right now. I need a repair kit gold cast. And I will take the repair kit gold cast. 1 minute to restart. I see it. Over here. Oh, I'm going to have to pop this basin here. And swap the basin for a casting table. Yes, those are curtains and windows. I've been working on some stuff there with interior decor. Casting table. Repair kit. I'm not going to quite make it. Oh, crap. I got to melt down more amethyst. Well, I'll collect the tank. And we'll get to see this thing in operation after the server restart. Give it just a second. We should go to the brown screen. There we go. Back to serve there. We'll hold there for a second and hit the BRB screen. Oh, heat. Go away, heat. Go away, heat. Heat has crept up, but is holding knock wood. No, seriously, I have a solid cherry sewing desk here that I can reach over and tap. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. Twitch preview is clocking on. Go to the Discord. And server has started. Enjoy. Okay. Let us do the thing. Fingers crossed. Loading terrain. Terrain loaded. Back to game. Hurrah! Here we are. Give it a second to finish loading in the world as I pan around. It'll occasionally freeze. It's a very complex world. Those are active textures over there. The rendering on this is doing horrific things to my system. Lordy, lordy. Okay. We're going to melt down some amethyst. I got a stack of amethyst here. And I got a tank here that I need to fill. So I'm going to stick my tank here. Tank of molten amethyst. Put it underneath the spout. And that is a Pokemon that you are hearing, by the way. We are in a Pixelmon world. There is... What do we got? Oh, lordy, we got a Magikarp. It's a level 5 Magikarp. It's not even... Yeah, whatever. Okay. I love how the voice sounds derpy. That's so appropriate. I'm just going to lay all this amethyst in here, you know? Get it started melting down. Because I'm going to need a lot of it. Garp, garp, garp. Or YouTube. Uh-oh. We have... Okay, there we go. There we go. It's going. Boom. We just loaded it up a little heavy there for a second. Garp, garp, garp. All right, there's the rest of it. Going in, we now have molten amethyst, 64 gems worth of molten amethyst. And I'm going to tap off Actually, why am I doing it over to carrying it over? Let's not do this the hard way. Let's do this directly from the smeltery. I've already got a casting table set up. Cast. And that gives me an amethyst repair kit. I can go over to the Tinker's Anvil. This is a very special anvil. Does all sorts of things. Among other things, I can put my amethyst pickaxe in it and see the full stats on it. Mining speed of 36.3. It's terrifying. This thing is a power drill. Plus 10 blasting speed. The netherite mining level. This thing is a beast. And now it is in much better condition. I'm going to pour another repair kit. Come on, and a third. There we go. Grab two more. I'm not going to need but one of them. I'm going to stash one of them so that I have it. Uh-oh. Something's going on here. All right, that gets me to full repair there. What just happened? Did something... Aha! An ultra space portal has opened. I am not going into ultra space on stream. It would... My system would just roll over and die. Oh my god. Going into ultra space while streaming Pixelmon, I would need a much bigger beast of a machine to be able to even think about that. We still have 58 gems, quite a lot. Let's tap off a couple more of these repair kits because I'm obviously going to need them at some point. The way Tinker's construct works is you cast the various parts of your tool of various materials according to the effects you want. Once you have the basic tool built, using things like the amethyst tough handle and the amethyst pickaxe head, I've got a couple of parts already made here. I've got a bunch of these leather tool bindings made already, and used some of them, treated some of them with netherite, with molten netherite, and produced a truly heinous tool. It's this thing is a beast. I also have a bronze vein hammer. This is a vein mining tool for ore. It rips large quantities in one go. Like, seriously, just bam, bam, and drop like, a dozen blocks of ore all in one shot. Cobalt broadaxe. It's not exactly a tree chopper, but it's darn close. It works on a vertical range, and yeah, it's an impressive beast. Amethyst excavator. Need to find a treasure map? No problem. 10 seconds or less, you've got the entire beach mined out and have the chest. Boom. The thing just... And then you've got sand for days to make all the glass necessary for all this stuff. These are all different molten materials. Don't ask why they don't cool and solidify. This is Minecraft, thank you. Brass, Constantan, Invar, Tinker's Bronze, which is really useful, which is why I have more of it. I was putting it in fuel tanks before I realized I could make fuel gauges cheaper. And so, yeah, I have a few of these and then converted to the cheaper canister. The rose gold, bunch of other stuff that I have already molten, ruby and sapphire and so forth. Really, really a fun mod once you get into it. It is a bit of a rabbit hole. No, really, it is it is not a bit of a rabbit hole. It is a thumping big rabbit hole. Okay, to power the foundry, you have to go to the Nether, find a blaze spawner, build a smeltery underneath it, and start melting down the blazes for their blood. Yeah. Just let that sink in for a second. That foundry over there is powered by demon blood obtained by melting down demons, just like I melted down this amethyst. Except you drop them in the middle, and they get melted down like whatever poor thing fell into the foundry and is now a thin layer of blood. I got a lot of amethyst here. Oh no, now there's more of them. I can hear a distant one also going corp. Ugh. The mons will spawn in. Carp. Alright, let's finish this off. There is other stuff to see here, but I do want to finish, there we go, this task. Okay, and a little partial tank sitting in the back. Alright, these... Oh, hello, Ekans. The create tanks are holding various forms of slime and such that are materials from Tinker's Construct. There is compatibility cross-mod. The Tinker's Construct fluids, at least the cool ones, can be put in create tanks. So I have Sky Slime and Magma Cream, well, partially cool anyway. Ender Slime and Earth Slime. These go into various alloys. It gets to be a whole thing. I have the entire Pam's Harvestcraft tree crop set going here, each marked with a glow cane block and bordered with glow shrooms. Looks awesome at night with shaders. My heat level says I cannot show you. Me out to you too. What I did was simply to claim a village. I did an art when I first got onto the server, just a few days after after the big reset and then the brand new mod pack. I RTP'd and ended up way the hell out from spawn. Found a likely looking village, one that had a couple of large buildings and some stuff that I looked around and said, yeah, I can work with this. And I claimed it. I had an advantage in that I had server seniority carried over from the old server, the old version of the server, and had the claim chunks to be able to grab a big chunk of the village. I've added to the claims since. This is about double the size of the original claim. I have another 5 claim chunks I could use if I wanted to, but I don't really see too much of a need right now. I may extend a little bit for arboretum purposes, we'll see. I do have a lot of trees going. This is a baobab, brought in from a savanna. Yes, it is an essence jar. I'm using it as a light. But like I said, luminescence. I'm not using torches or any of that nonsense. The torches on that building were there when I got here. I haven't replaced them. I'm using essence jars and luminescent glow cane and all sorts of stuff. And I have a baobab. Been trying to get some other stuff to grow out here and not having... Oh, hi, and I just found a fluffy tail. Yes, there are ground items, just like in Pokemon. Really? How about Heliolisk? Thunderbolt. It gets my Dragapult a few points, not really enough to make an impact, a big impact, but what the heck. Oh yeah, Sophisticated Backpacks is on this server. I actually had enough netherite from doing Pokemon Den raids in Ultra Space to be able to do a netherite upgrade to the backpack and a netherite upgrade to the stack upgrade. So the capacity on this thing is just unbelievable. I mean, there's that meme of, slap the top, you wouldn't believe how many blanks this can hold. You really, seriously. The pipe here is left from when there was an immersive engineering installation at this building. Turns out the immersive engineering mod was causing the serializer 111 error. Immersive engineering was removed from the mod pack and the server, and we no longer had the serializer. So we're quite happy about that. Sadly, my arena has no trainers, and I haven't gotten the admin to add trainers. I would have to actually make an admin request. The shopkeeper here, however, will buy anything I bring him, which is nice. Having a team shopkeeper, I can sell all my crap to. Those two aren't really that useful. Yes, there are multiple TCG shops. I haven't dealt with that. You can actually play the Pokemon trading card game in Minecraft. And go to the shop and buy cards and have tournaments and God, what a rabbit hole. Brought back some stuff from the end. The bulbous anomalies are a bit of a booby trap. If you touch them, you get anti-graved and end up floating for a few minutes, which could be inconvenient. Do not touch the cacti. No, really do not touch the cacti. The ultra desert cactus is toxic. It will poison you severely if you touch it. The warped cactus and the oddity cactus aren't really any better. I also have a lament tree growing that I brought in from the nether. That took a little bit of doing. Very proud of my lament tree that I got it going. And of course, I've got a Zelkova here and a green enchanted that is the main light in the commons area here. There are also lamps and shroom lights and the glow from the Twilight Forest. There, storage drawers, hopper pots, changed my life. Tom's Simple Storage links this entire building into a single storage network Each of these hopper pots is producing one of the various Pokemon berries. I have all the berries available here at a console. Here's the storage. I have literally thousands upon thousands of berries available immediately. I can make whatever the hell I want. I have things set up to make EV shakes. I've got over here in the drawer, I've got feathers where I can make EV vitamins. Up here, gold lure casings. I'm doing a brisk business in shiny Pokemon lures. We're having a shiny event right now. So this whole thing just runs on its own and continuously produces berries. Each of the drawers has a void upgrade so that anything over the capacity of the drawer is voided. I will never overflow the drawer, and I will never cause lag on the server. Repeat after me. I will never cause lag on the server. Blue enchanted tree up here to be a sort of lighthouse. Sethian stem, which has turned into Sethian stalk, which has turned into a beanstalk. That's a thing. I hadn't expected it to do that. That's interesting. Palm tree. I'm gonna have to go up there and have a look at what's going on. If there's a really big castle up there, I'm gonna be upset. Oh lordy. Out here in ebony. Over there, a canopy tree from the Twilight Forest. An ember from one of the nether biomes that Biomes You'll Go introduces. It has gel blocks instead of leaves and some beautiful wood. I love the texturing. You get up close, you can see it. It's an active texture. It's just gorgeous. I've used it for decoration at a couple of points. I want to use it sparingly. A couple of cherries, a pink and a white, and it's starting to get dark, which is good because we want it to be dark coming around the side. This is where the glowy trees are. This is a mahogany, which is not a glowy tree, but is a nice big tree. That is not a tree. That is a mushroom. That is an imperious mushroom brought in from the nether. And there we can see the glow starting up as the trees are lit. So yeah, that's an imperious mushroom. Over here, I have an ether tree. Also glowy. Redwood, it's got a torchberry up in it. Coffee. Coffee is, well, it's coffee from hell. You find the seeds in the nether. It grows on basalt, and it has to have sacrificial plants around it to leach the life from so that it can, or otherwise it won't bear. So the coffee is at the cost of the occasional potato. There we go. Hopper pots. Hopper pots and storage drawers with void upgrades. Again, game changer. This is my farm. This one small area here. This area here. Let me bounce up a bit. Storage drawers, hopper pots. At the center is a Tom's inventory connector. This is a standalone Tom's storage network. There is cable running along here. It's framed inventory cable. It's painted to look like stuff that goes into the kitchen building. I am rather proud of this. We're getting some effect of the lighting here with the glowy stuff. Not as much as if I had the shaders on, but what the heck. The kitchen. The cooking for blockheads mod. The floor is a connective structure. Any cooking for blockheads item or block touching the floor block, and I've extended it up the back wall as a backsplash, can all be seen from the cooking table. The cooking table will produce any recipe that I have the ingredients and tools for out in my kitchen, including in the cabinets, tools up here. Yeah, you can actually see them when the cabinet is open. Spice rack. The spice rack is actually a storage, and all these spices are available to the cooktop. The oven is available to it. I have a fridge full of meat here I can get into. The fruit basket sitting on the counter is visible because it's sitting on the counter. And it's an actual storage. And so the fruit that you are seeing in the basket is what is actually stored in it. The detail on the display on the fruit basket deserves a little bit of applause all of its own. I really do. Cooking for blockheads. I really love this bit of detail that what you put in the fruit basket actually shows up in world. Tea kettle. Tea kettle requires being given water. Got a sink over there, infinite water source. Infinite water source available to the cooking table, so I can make as much fresh water and salt as I need to. It's an infinite supply of salt over there if I need it. The tea kettle has to be tended. It's where coffee and tea are made. I'm not going to get into that right now. It's a little bit of a process. It's designed to be not automatable. I understand why. It makes sense. Cutting board, sink here, and here is the pantry. This is, remember that big growing area out back? Well, here it is. Here is everything out there immediately available at my fingertips. Cannot craft from here because Tom's crafting terminals cause lag. Instead, we come over here to the AE2 system, which is colored a bright, cheery yellow. Does anybody get the joke I'm making here with the decor? Please, please tell me somebody gets the joke here. I may be making a cultural reference that is too old for most of the audience. I don't know. At one point, the theme colors for kitchen appliances that every manufacturer was using were bone, avocado, and harvest gold. And it became a meme, and it became trite, and it became a shtick. And nowadays, it's a old pop culture reference. In 3 decorator colors: bone, avocado, and harvest gold.
Red, Badger.
Yeah, you tell them. Standalone AE2 system for food. all sorts of stuff. All this is manually loaded in. It's just safer that way on the server. It is manually loaded in. I have the ability to auto-craft all of these items. I can, if I want, tell the auto chef, give me a meat feast pizza, and it will make all the ingredients, put together the pizza, and present it to me. Just, yeah, a thing. Over here, the pattern terminal, this is where you program the thing. Pull whatever ingredients, and then you make a pattern that gets put over into the molecular assembler. Each of these is an encoded pattern. As you can see when I point to it, you can see the pattern icon to the left. I would like to call out Item Zoom as a useful mod for people with visual issues. I'm old, my sight is going, and these tiny icons are sometimes a little difficult, but if I roll over it, well, I'm not getting here what's the interpreted icon. I'm getting the chip, but that's still, it tells me that's a chip, dude. It's good enough. So yeah, the actual AE2 system is upstairs. We have a blazing energy cell from the power mod, bringing in solar energy from outside, just outside, feeding into 5 dense energy cells, so I have massive battery backup. This thing will make it through the night while in production. I can be auto-crafting all night and not run out of battery. The actual storage, these are the chips where everything is stored. This one is getting close to full. This one has finally been touched. After quite a while, I've finally put enough stuff into the system that it's touched this one. I'll lay in another 16K at some point. Fairly easy to do nowadays. It's frightening how I've had access to more materials on this server than I am used to having. It's been wonderful being able to actually build this stuff. Crafting systems here, molecular assemblers here that do the actual work. Everything gets jobbed out to a molecular assembler. That's the CPU. And all run as noted on solar power. 3 blazing solar cells. A lot of a grind. Not the most efficient, but requires no maintenance at all once in place. I never have to fool with it. And another solar station over here gives me power for that jetpack I was using earlier. Let's pop in the jetpack, charge it up for a second, and we should go get into a Pokemon fight. Yeah, I could take that. I mean, I got a level 100 Heliolisk. He's got, she's got Bulldoze and Thunderbolt and Parabolic Charge, and is just not something you want to mess with. Give it just a second. Almost done. Almost done. There we go. Full charge. Brilliant. I need to unload some stuff. Good grief. I'm accumulating stuff. If you like the Pokemon Center, I've remodeled it rather extensively. I took out all the terracotta and ran it through chipped, and again gave it texture. So the terracotta is all texturized. The corner posts are cinnamon fruit log. Nice decorative texture there. That's not actually cinnamon log. That's cinnamon log over framed pillar. It's a veneer over a framed pillar in order to get the shape. A couple of decorative trees, some scoria, nice stairs to replace the clunky Minecraft ones. Inside, I've got ceiling fans, nice lighting, some extra equipment. Dr. John has a proper desk to work at. He has counters behind him, so he's not just standing in front of the machines. You know, tried to make it a bit nicer. Oh, souvenir banners from various places I've been. Let's see. I need to drop off some stuff. Let me get into here. Clear. Orb of Frozen Souls I'm currently charging up. I've got to defeat. Planks can go in here. A bunch of this stuff needs to go over in the toms. Oranberry, fluffy tail, carpet, stairs, that can all go in the toms. We'll keep the curtains and windows and stuff. I'm working on with that. Let us go see some of the other stuff that's happened here. Oh, shush. Oh, hi. I've been jumped by a wild Sintret. Wild Sintret appears. Coulomb uses Thunderbolt. It doesn't matter how effective it is. I'm level 100, he's level 14. An old cartoon of running into a trainer you missed early on. And this kid, this bug collector, jumps out and it's like, aha! You have to battle me. It's like, kid, I'm the regional champ. Says, you still have to battle me. I'm like, okay. Zapdos, I choose you. Kapow! Oh, let's see. Let's go to the player's shop area. Bunch of stuff here. Shop put together by Taco here. Taco Tyler has the end shop. Another player's shop, most of which is underground. You'd have to use the elevator to go down there. Beautiful shop put together by Wilk. I just look at this. Look at the coordination on this. This is just Wilk and Dr. Apothecary and Technicarium. Beautiful work. Just look at this. I mean, they put some serious effort into this. I put serious effort into being weird. My shop is a little bit of a challenge. Some of the players have had some problems with this, getting across this bridge because the handrails on the stairs don't work, and you can easily fall off the sides if you stray off, and that is flowing lava down there in the moat that you had to cross to get into here. Now, tell me, do you get the entrance here? Why the three bridges? Do you understand why the three bridges? Does anybody get the reference? I haven't had anybody ever get the reference on it. Okay. In one version of Buddhism, when you die, you will be confronted with three bridges. One of them is the Golden Bridge. It goes up to the first Jade Heaven. And if you have been righteous and over multiple lives and have finally earned the right to leave the wheel, you can ascend the golden stairway to the Jade Heaven, and your spirit's journey is at an end. Most people will have to cross the Iron Bridge, which takes you to a mirror where you must look into and confront your entire past life. You then get to go on to the Pavilion of Rebirth, where you are given a cup of tea that lets you forget all of that and go be reborn as a blank slate. If you, however, have committed any of the heinous sins, and at this point I'm going to ask to look up a place called Hallpar Villa, because Hallpar Villa is a thing. It's a hell exhibit in a Buddhist theme park in Singapore. If you have committed any of the particular sins, you must cross the Black Bridge over the lava moat into hell and make your journey through hell, taking your punishments along the way, and eventually you get to the Pavilion of Rebirth, hopefully sadder and wiser. So, yeah, you're crossing the bridge into hell here. The interior itself is very Singapore. It's very overdone, very loud. I found a lot of Singapore to be like that. It's incredibly loud, visually as well as audibly. It is a very loud place. I am selling various foods made with Pam's Harvest Craft. Breakfast combo comes with a McPam, potato cakes, and a coffee. Seems like the perfect place to ply your wares. Yeah, Singapore or hell, either one, really. And of course, I've gone way overboard with the weird decor. Over here I have strong lures. These are Pokemon lures. Ooh, I've sold some of them. Let me reach into my backpack and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that was about it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay, if you drop one of those into this spot here in your inventory, you will attract that type of Pokemon for as long as that lure lasts. It will start ticking as soon as you drop it in. There is a shiny event going on the server this weekend. I'm moving a lot of shiny lures. Back here I have some bargain food. This is in Pokebucks rather than server dollars. You get server dollars by voting. You get Pokebucks by taking out trainers, by looting and selling stuff to shopkeepers, so on and so forth. It's way easier to come by. Here I've used the Emberwood. These are actually framed chests, which can have any solid block applied to them and pick up its texture. So I was able to make a chest that looks like an ember log and has the rippling texture, and I'm very pleased with that. Yes, there is a little bit of graffiti back there. Oh, mustn't forget to visit Red Square while we're here. What further mysteries may be revealed below? That is the banner for the Night Cafe. Dog pool. Yeah, well. By the way, I don't know if you noticed the sign at the entrance. It says, the Night Cafe, G. Rappaccini, proprietor. You get that reference. So that's the banner for the Night Cafe, and I've been leaving that banner in. in Poke Centers in some villages across the server with a little sign that says sponsored by the Night Cafe. You do not. Rappaccini's Garden. It's an old short story worth reading. We're going to visit Red Square. Specifically, we're going to take the elevator down to the lower level of the shop. I've had a little bit of fun with the chipped mod here, making weird copper bars and stuff. And oh my goodness, the mushrooms. I need to harvest mushrooms. Give me a second here. They've kind of gotten out of hand here. The good news is I can then come over here and sell them. Ha. So, yeah, various odd plants growing, some of which you don't want to mess with. The ultra forest flower will cause you damage if you touch it. The lament sapling is just sad. Over here I have emberwort that grows into the ember tree that we saw. This is the sapling for that beautiful tree with the gel blocks and the rippling bark. Some various, weeping vines and such. And yes, we are under the lava moat. We are right here, almost directly under the lava moat. Chosen deliberately. I wanted the noise in the shop I wanted it to unnerve people a little. The two dragons staring at each other from across the shop. Wither skulls being used as decor, which is what they were being used for when I found them. This Pixelmon puts the ghost type and fire type gems in the nether in cities. So there are cities in the nether with Pokemon NPCs living and working in them. And in the Ghost Gem Town, there will be one building that is a mansion. And in that mansion, there is a fireplace, and on the mantle is a wither skull, except that there isn't because I have visited 4 Ghost Gem cities and taken the wither skull from all 4 of them. This is Minecraft. You decorate by looting. Very colonial, very imperialist. I did an entire blog series called Empire of One. I think it's still up. It should still be up on my NeoCities site, where I spent an entire blog dissecting the inherent imperialism and colonialism of the Minecraft game mechanic. Yeah, British Museum level stuff going on here. I had to replace the uranium. This chest was originally textured with uranium block. It was righteous glowing green and was just, a thing. At this point, I'm using greenwood log, which grows on slime islands and is particularly vivid green. In this are amethyst pickaxes similar to my own. They aren't quite as speedy, quite as powerful, but these are big, serious tools. So yes, they're 3,000 server dollars each. You get $500 a day, twice a day for voting. So that's 3 days' pay for a player who's on a lot. 3 days' pay does not seem unreasonable for a tool this powerful. The magma chest and the lament chest and the redstone chest don't have anything in them yet. I'm looking for the next big item I'm going to feature down here. The amethyst pickaxe thus far hasn't moved, but that's not surprising. It's a big decision. Macaw's lights, or excuse me, chipped in this case for these lanterns, and chipped here for the. These are soul lanterns that have been transformed into these 2-stage ones. Fun stuff. Up we go. Oh, and now it is night, and we can see this place at night, and it's just entirely a thing. Oh, I am not messing with you. That is some sort of legendary or epic boss. And that is, what is that? That is an epic boss. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with an epic boss. Just not happening. We'll go over here and land and just, walk away. So yeah, I've been having way too damn much fun with the shop here. Let's see. We've seen a couple of Pokemon fights. There are 5-on-1 fights in Ultra Space, but if I go into Ultra Space, things will just come to a screaming halt. I'm going to show you one more thing and then wrap up on the server. And whatever time I have left, I'm going to take over to the Industrial Village mod pack. I found a woodland mansion. And I had a lot of materials available. This is maybe not I don't know. You tell me whether or not you think it's a good thing if we ever land. I'm kind of waiting for this to res up around me. It's whoa, there it goes. Oh boy. Okay, welcome to the mansion I've been remodeling. Again, shaders, it would look much more awesome. With all the glow cane, I went through and replaced all the dark oak log in the place with glow cane. I've replaced all the windows with Macaw's windows and with and added red curtains. Yes, the curtains match the drapes, or match the carpet. Damn it, the carpet matches the drapes. There we go. Get the rude joke correct. Okay, we are able to move. Here we go. Did some work out front. Got proper steps into place. Yeah, from out front, it's a bit of a thing. I replaced the torches. Put in a crown molding in ebony wood because that's an ebony forest out there. So it seemed appropriate to use the local wood to do the crown molding. Went through and put the crown molding all the way through the hallways. Placed the Minecraft stairs. Windows. Windows up here are 1 block wider, so they have valences. Yes, hello, Metapod. I hear you. That Metapod can walk right in through that open window. That's a thing. I had not realized that the Pokemon could come in and out through the open windows. I'm going to just leave them that way. So I've gone through and done some major revision here, some remodeling here and there. Got all the windows done. Yes, it is very loud. I am very loud. This is kind of, this is kind of me. This is what I do. Replace the stairs here. They look so much better now. Got rid of the Illager face and replaced it with stained glass. Windows up here are not all done. I'm still working on the windows. A lot of the original windows remain. I haven't done the 3rd floor. But I did get that done, and I got the crown molding put in, and I got these stairs. They're just so much nicer now. At least I think so. Little by slow. The remodeling project is going as I see fit, and I haven't yet found a purpose for the space yet, which is kind of a thing, but it seems like I should do something with it. You know? I don't know, maybe open a, maybe I could, I mean, there is that fighting room upstairs. I could switch it over to a Pokemon arena, make it a Pokemon club, make it the Pokemon club, make it the big club that everybody hangs out at. Who knows? Put a bunch of food out, whatever. Figure it out. Let's go look at industrial. Come on. There we go. All right, gonna disconnect here and go to the BRB screen while I change instances. Ooh, we made it through all that. Amazing. No video memory crash. No overheat. Thank you, St. Viticon. Oh my goodness. Light a candle to St. Viticon here. Let us get Industrial Village launched. Gonna take a second. Now, this is going to be running local. Scanning mod candidates. Gonna take a minute. There we go. Launching Minecraft. There we are. Have some Minecraft, or at least what will be some Minecraft at some point. This is a large, complex mod pack. We saw it last week, where I had to start by knapping stone to make flint. I mean, really, the progression on this is slow and complex, very deliberate. The dev is Dreams1, found on CurseForge. I'm now following that dev. They have been working on this idea for several years now. There have been multiple iterations of the ideas in this mod pack. Industrial Village is just the latest approach to the idea. The fact that they have spent that many years working on this really, I think, shows in the depth of detail. The modified recipes, the progression tables, the artwork. Good grief. I mean, we've got, look at this opening screen. This is, wow, just all these just gorgeous screenshots of an industrial era town that they've built out. Just amazing. Single player Overload City. Here we go. This is, I am at this point starting to look at putting together a mod pack of my own, possibly putting up a server, I'm going to have to get some help with it because don't have the technical chops to admin. Do some of the coding and stuff. I'm looking at doing a chef's quest, loading up on all the food mods. Do Farmer's Delight and all its companion mods, hams, cooking for blockheads, all the Let's Do stuff, bring in all the cross compatibility stuff. And here we are coming into the game world. Where am I? I am in creative mode and chasing. I was chasing something and had a crash. Right, I was chasing a biome. Let me bring it around to here and complete this effort here. Let us go on and try and complete this effort. Oh man, this is really straining here. Got 982 to go. I may need to rethink this. Trying to reach a jungle because I'm looking for a specific crop. Oh man, my frames per second is just dying up there. All right, I need to do this off stream. Let's bounce back to pre-generated world and game mode survival. All right. Get back to... I was trying to use creative to fly over to the jungle. Had a memory crash. I think I'm going to need to take a boat and do that in survival mode. Just not going to work here. I've made some advancements since last stream. Partly due to a couple of lucky finds. I found an illager care, and care is an Earth Dawn term from the tabletop role-playing game. And a care is an underground city that is meant to be survived in for generations. In Earth Dawn, they served as magical bomb shelters during a time known as the Scourge, when the horrors raged across the face of the planet. I found an illager underground base that was a freaking care. I looted it for everything it was worth. Gained a lot of materials. Gained a few other things. And then among the things I found in it was a map that led me to an ancient city, which I then looted for everything it was worth, because this is Minecraft, and Minecraft is all about the looting and the pillaging. And then in my explorations, I found a bakery, left it unlooted. Left it intact because I intend to use it. It is a Let's Do bakery. Minecart and Pirate Helm are disposables. Minecart is a mine shaft that I was working on. I'm still kind of working on cleaning it out. Pirate Helm is the helm of a pirate ship, which I'd like to do something with. So, got the blast furnace, more or less, got it hopper fed. Got the regular furnace hopper fed. Inside, fermentation jars. Fermenting jars, I'm just going to squee madly about this. I mean, I may squee like a fangirl here, just absolutely having a conniption over this. Fermenting jars are from the Vintage Delight mod, which only works in 1.20.1 as it turns out, which is why I'm planning on doing my mod pack in 1.20.1, because I'm sitting here making pickled onions. I have got brine pickling going on here, and I'm making pickled onions, and I have made pickled beetroot. And if I can ever get to that jungle and find cucumbers, I can make regular old cucumber pickles. I would really like to make cucumber pickles. I have fermenting jars. Oh my god, I have brine fermenting going on in my kitchen. This is a big deal as far as food preservation technology goes. I have ranted extensively about fermentation and food preservation in my Roots of Pacha stream. Plug. It's on Sunday nights at 8:30 UTC -6. Do join me again tomorrow night. Got my cooking pot, got a couple things made here. Got some fish stew and baked cod stew in a cup. The Tom's has massively expanded because I needed more capacity. It's now my primary crafting. I got rid of that crafting workbench. It was a pain in the ass. Oh my god, was it a pain in the ass having to switch manually between barrels to find stuff, and then just... And yeah, Tom's is heavily nerfed in this world. I cannot make an inventory keyable. There's no hoppers. It's got a range of 3 blocks from the connector, which is just ridiculous. Mind you, that does make a 7x7x7 cube, which is a fuck ton of storage slots in if you use barrels. But yeah, at least I have crafting. Upstairs, not a lot has changed. I moved the bed so that when I get out of bed, I don't end up outside the building. And added a couple of double chests because I'm starting to accumulate rather a lot of stuff. I mean, there was the care, and there was the ancient city, and so 2 new objects that I can now place. These are reusable drops. The house and the greenhouse were one use. They burned out. These are reusable. I can put up more of these streetlights. I just have to have the materials to build it. If I put the materials in the capsule, I can use the capsule to place an auto build in one step. The well here came without water in it. I had to add water. Just add water. Nether portal, safely away. Coking oven. Coking oven is currently full of creosote and not doing anything. I've got to get the creosote out of this. I'll do that in a minute. Over here, blast furnace where I have made steel. I've got steel made. Hoorah. That was a thing, getting it done. Go put the steel in here for right now. Things I'm carrying, nothing new really going on there. I do have some seeds I need to throw into the composter. Stop here. Composty thing. At some point I should hopper feed this thing. and route it into a chest, but just haven't yet. In here, I have accumulated some new stuff. Got some new stuff growing. Crops we've seen previously, things like flax and onions and beetroot. I've added corn from Let's Do Brewery. I'm going to be making beer out of it, I would expect. Got pumpkins now. I've got hops going, and I've got tomatoes, and they bloody well trellis. And I'm going to grab rope because I may need to add to the trellising. Open field here. I went on and removed the flax because the flax was just too large. It was difficult to see past. It's a very large plant when mature. Peanuts over here. The vinery I haven't done anything yet with. This is a greenhouse. This was given to me by the Quest system in a capsule. Unfortunately, it insisted on placing with the main entrance on the far side, so I put a door in going in this way. The main entrance is actually over here, which it didn't want to let me put the main entrance any other place. Kind of irked about that. My tomatoes are trellising. I am just beside myself. My tomatoes are trellising, god damn it. I have got trellising tomatoes. I am just gleeful about this. This is one of the things I dearly love about the Farmer's Delight mod. It's always the detail. If you hang a rope above a Farmer's Delight tomato, it will climb up the rope and grow more tomatoes on those upper blocks. And they will trellis. I love that. I love them for that. I have corn going back here. Hurrah. I have hops over here. Plenty of space in the greenhouse for other crops. I intend to fill this entire central area with tomatoes. And just, with the ropes hanging down and from the suspended fencing. That was not part of the original greenhouse. I put in the chains and the fencing and the rope here and redid the floor. The floor was originally all concrete tile. Apparently they expected me to put in workbenches and shit, and I'm like, no, I'm going to grow shit. Take up the concrete, put down dirt. I have bamboo now, so I have scaffolding, which has been damn useful, let me tell you. Let's move back around to here, and... Okay, I did not need the rope. Oh, I need to put the rope away in the garden chest. Hold on. Rope goes in the garden chest. Keep things where they go. Don't have things quite... I'm working on stuff. This is still early on. Okay. Okie dokie. Engineer's workbench for immersive engineering. Let us look at the quest book. Progression. 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 That's all you get of that because I'm not going to get myself tagged for a copyright region restriction again, damn it. Industrialization is where we are now. I have completed the treated wood planks and the wooden barrel. Haven't got the metal barrel yet because I don't have the ability to make sheet metal. Haven't yet figured out the sheet metal thing. It says I could get a stonemason to do it, but that would require starting my mine colonies, and I'm not ready to start the colony yet. I'm really not ready to start the colony yet. The engineer's skyhook I should be able to make now. I've got steel ingots. Let's get that done. Engineers skyhook made. Quest completed. Skyhook. Ward copper coin. Cool beans. I have an engineer's toolbox somewhere. Let's see, where did it go? Are you sorting properly? I'm not convinced that you're sorting properly. Let's sort by item name. Bring that back around. Redo the sort. Engineer's toolbox. I don't know if I can do this. I'm going to try something. Aha! It can be placed in world. Open it up. Pop the skyhook in. There we go. Start outfitting the toolbox. Wiring, tools, food. Makes sense. Okay. Cool beans. We got stuff going. What's our next item here? Got that completed. We need to go to redstone coil, redstone wire connector. That needs electrum nuggets, which needs the alloy kiln, and the alloy kiln needs alloy brick. It takes takes a total of 8 alloy brick, kiln brick, kiln brick, kiln brick. I was making kiln brick at one, wasn't I? Damn thing has to be sorted each time I open it, and all of a sudden, what's going on with it? Okay. T2 leather. Can lapis. There's no kiln brick. Why is there no kiln brick? Kiln brick. I need to make kiln brick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need buckets because I have to go empty out the coking oven in order to be able to make coke, power the oven I'm about to put in. I'm going to put it right here next to the blast furnace. Seems like a good place to put our little alloy kiln. And we get our engineer's hammer and we go pink and build the multi-block. Multi-block is built. We have an alloy kiln and can now alloy to make electrum. Problem being, we need coke to do that, and to get coke, I gotta get this thing going again. Okay, that gets me 6 buckets of creosote that I gotta go do something with. I need fluid storage. What can I do with fluid storage? What have I got for fluid storage? Fluid grid. Oh, I'm not anywhere near ready to do fluid grid. I don't have the materials to make a fluid pump. I was hoping for some sort of tank I can make. Huge fluid tank, large fluid tank, medium fluid tank, small fluid tank. I bet the medium requires a couple of smalls. The small fluid tank requires compressed iron. That's pneumatic craft. God, arfing bloody, pneumatic craft. I don't want to. I'm very nervous about pneumatic craft. Pneumatic craft eats servers. I mean, really badly. It is a source of much lag and much woe. And I've dealt with pneumatic craft before, and I don't dig it. oak plank. Oak plank goes like this. Creosote bucket here. We make treated planks and get the bucket. Yeah, Pneumatic Craft has some amazingly cool stuff. I have done work with Pneumatic Craft. It is twitchy as hell. It's really easy to have a boom. And it creates ticking entities and lag and just is unfriendly as hell to the server. And people gripe about create. Holy crap, anybody who's dealt with Pneumatic Craft will just shudder. The idea of putting it on a server, it's a beast. This one is designed to be on a server and have, at least I think so. I don't know. Mine colonies, you can only have one colony per world. So you've only got one player who can be actually running the colony. Everybody else is kind of, sort of living in their world. May or may not work real well. Oh. Alright, so we are making coke. We're also making creosote. Of course, we are going to be making a lot of creosote. Let us see. Electrum. Bugger. Backspace key is acting up again. Doesn't help that my heat is running still awfully high. Electrum ingot requires the alloy kiln. I have to have gold and silver. Here is gold. And did this thing just desort? It didn't desort. Okay. Silver ingot. I have a stack of each. There was a mine shaft and there was an illager care in an ancient city. Yeah, stuff was done. Gold ingot goes in here, silver ingot goes in here. We come over here and discover that we have 3 coal coke. 3 coal coke go into the alloy kiln and we start producing electrum. This seems to be a fairly quick process. 2 electrum. Electrum. How much did we need? We needed enough to make oh, I need to be looking in here. I need enough electrum. How many does it want me to make to satisfy this? Apparently just making 1 is sufficient. Okay, I need 3 electrum nuggets, which 1 ingot will make 9. Alright, let's go pull electrum here. And take it inside. I've succeeded in making electrum. Take an electrum. And we'll make nuggets. And from there, awful lot of redstone technology here. Also, a lot of textured redstone from Chipped. Chipped does so much. Redstone wire connector. Oh, we're missing the connecting insulator. Make the insulator. Insulator. Well, insulating glass. What goes into insulating glass? Oof. It's made in an arc furnace? So where the hell does insulating glass have to be made in an arc furnace? The hell? Alright. Jeez, H. Alright, I need terracotta is what I need. I don't have any terracotta. I gotta go get terracotta. I got 5 minutes left in the stream. Sod that. Give at S. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Takes a second to load all the options. Terracotta 64. Boom. There. I don't have time to go find bloody terracotta right now. I need to come back to here and go redstone. And it was over on page 4, redstone wire connector. There we go. Now I have the terracotta. Make the redstone wire connectors. Gets me this, gets me a redstone lamp, some redstone dust, some red dye, and moves us on to making the kinetic dynamo. Which means I need to make a copper coil block, which means I need to make a crap ton of copper wire. Oh lordy, I need to make copper wire. I got just a little aluminum wire here. Okay. Have been collecting copper. Have been collecting copper because I knew I'd need to. Oh lordy, I gotta make it into plate first, don't I? Copper plate from... Oh lordy, there goes a hammer. Okie doke. Let's see, I got this hammer for this purpose. Let's make copper plate. And make copper plate and make copper plate until we're ready to scream. And then we come up here and we make copper wire. And we put the copper wire in. And from there, we are trying to make a kinetic dynamo. There we go, kinetic dynamo. Right now we are missing the iron mechanical component, missing copper ingot because we're missing, because I used up all the copper ingot making copper wire. I gotta, alright. Got some raw copper. I do in fact have a little bit of raw copper. Simply toss the raw copper in here. Boom chicka boom, boom chicka boom, boom chicka 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 boom. It is very nearly the top of the hour. Willow, are you streaming today? 61 copper ingots. Ooh, I already had a bunch of copper in there. Cool. Had some reserve copper and I didn't know it. Yay raw. Okay, iron mechanical component takes a copper at the center. Big go figure. Alright, what else am I missing? I'm missing the copper coil block, which means, because I'm missing copper coil, I gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then kinetic dynamo. Nope, then copper coil block. Copper coil block is made. Kinetic dynamo is made. I can start electrical power. This allows me to get on to just making a windmill and starting electrical power. Brilliant. We are on the path to electricity. And with that, my time is up here. I'm going to reach over here and go to this screen. There we go. We are at the top of the hour. Another 2 hours has come and gone, and we have spent a lot of time in Minecraft and seen a lot of stuff and done a lot of stuff and played Pokemon in Minecraft and just done some general stuff. I'm going to be working a lot more with this Industrial Village mod pack and probably be doing a lot of it on stream, but I'm going to be playing it off stream as well. We'll see how it goes. I will be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel, 8 a.m. UTC -6. That's American Central Time with Minecraft Trains and Tech. I will be back tomorrow night, Sunday night, UTC -6, 8:30 p.m. with Roots of Pacha, which is a cozy farm and romantic dating sim. Right now I'm working really hard on breeding up my ibex herd and getting my dairy production all lined up. At which point, at some point, I've got to go back to the caves and do the final challenge and finish that big storyline, but we'll get to it. Truck community streamers have things going pretty much all the time these days. A lot of most evenings, some days. Check our schedule. It's in the upper left. If you enjoyed what you've seen here, my VODs are on YouTube. URL is in the lower right. Previous Minecraft streams, 28 of them, and going through various tech mods. A lot of trains involved. A lot of Roots of Pacha, various other games that I have played, a lot of stuff available, hours of entertainment. Your companionship on this journey has been appreciated in case you didn't notice that on the screen. I want to make sure everybody's aware of that. And I will be back next week. Let us see, do we have a raid we can launch? Can I raid? Does not look like it. Does not look like it. Fill that. No, I don't want to go with that. I want to do the channel isn't showing me. Is not showing me Willow. Doesn't look like it. All right. Well, in which case we're going to close out here. Until next time, safe journeys, space fans.